Ahead of the second anniversary of the Taliban's return to Afghanistan, the country's morality machinery is on overdrive. The country's fiercely misogynist rules and laws often mean that women are at the brunt of it. However, it now goes further and beyond that. This also means that the country's definition for morality is now beyond and more than what is expected. Take a look at this report.
A rare Kabul protest by women late last month, coming out to raise a voice. Driven by a pent-up anger come hopelessness against unending suppression, against rights snatched away on a whim, against the spectre of a bleak future. Not that they are hopeful of being heard with things as they are. It's been blow upon blow for women's rights these last few months. The latest is a bar on women without a full burqa covering travelling in a taxi. A headscarf is not enough. Cab drivers open-minded enough to oppose the diktat risk a public flogging or worse. Fewer and fewer women travel in the cities now. A ban on beauty salons took effect last week, the end of financial freedom for many, the proverbial nail in the coffin on women-only centres.
Closing the doors of beauty salons mean all doors are closed to me, which means I cannot work and live as a woman in Afghanistan. Maybe tomorrow the Taliban will say that women are not allowed to breathe.
This one has been preceded by multiple others. No university or school education beyond the 6th grade. No entry into public parks and gyms and amusement centres. No women in NGOs and social aid units. No women working for the United Nations. Interestingly, all of this comes from a Talibani interpretation of Islamic and Quranic law, which incidentally extends to a complete ban on all music and entertainment because they are deemed by Sharia law as leading youth astray. A bonfire in Herat province set alight musical instruments worth millions to cater to this ideology. The founder of Afghanistan's National Institute of Music deemed the action cultural genocide and musical vandalism. It gets darker and bizarre too. One official targets the necktie, equating it to the cross and hence against Islamic teachings. It's termed a 17th century Christian relic made a fashion staple by the French. Hence it is anti-Islam and it must go, he says.
The history of necktie is obvious in Islam. What is a tie? It is a cross. The cross looks like this. It is ordered in Sharia that you should break it and eliminate it. The cross is the symbol of Jesus' martyrdom.
Finally, the diktat that towers over them all. Criticize the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in gesture or word or anything else and face fierce punishment. Instructions put out by no less than the Taliban chief, Mullah Hebatullah Akhundzada, decrees that any public accusation on Taliban sentinels for arresting, killing and injuring civilians would face the harsh arm of the law. And that the Taliban were only working to their Sharia responsibility. In Afghanistan, gloom and doom are all that ring out.